Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing this look right here, which is sunset inspired. If you guys want to learn how to get this look, then please keep on watching. Or comments, don't forget to leave them in the comments down below. Anything that I use in this video will also be down in the description box. I don't want to keep talking, so let's just jump right into it. First, I'm going to start by spraying my rose water, which is by Heritage Store, and it looks just like this. And I'm going to just let this sit into my skin meanwhile I do my eyeshadow. I have really dry skin, so this is why I use this. Then next, I'm going to start by priming my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. This is a sample I got inside my Smashbox palette, but I really like it a lot. I have not ran out yet, but as soon as I do, I'm going to go get the full entire bottle. I think you can find this at Ulta. My skin has been acting up a little bit, as you can tell. This is actually from me getting my eyebrows threaded. Not sure why that happened, but it did. So, but anyways, I'm going to put some just on my finger. And then I'm going to put it on my eyelid. Ugh. I don't know if the consistency is supposed to be this thick, but once you use a brush, it'll come out way softer. I like to go in with my Morphe M335 brush, which just looks like this. And I'm going to just buff all of it in. The only downside I would say about this primer is that it doesn't really take away the veins on your lid. It kind of just primes your eye. Then you don't want to forget to set your primer. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe B17 brush, which looks like this. And I'm going to just take any neutral color that's similar to my skin tone. So I'm going to go into my Morphe 35O palette. It looks like this. And I'm going to be taking this color right here on the top. And I'm going to set my eyeshadow primer. Then I'm going to go back into the 35O palette, and I know my eyes look really scary right now, but I promise it'll look way better once the look is done. It's just because, well, that's the only part I have any product on, I guess. But anyways, I'm going to be taking this orange right here in the palette. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to take this one first, which is going to be my transition shade. And I'm going to be using my Morphe my Morphe G17 brush. You want to keep this in what is wrong with me today? In window shield motions, or window wiper motions, should I say. You just want to keep it on the top area. At the edge, you always want to give it a few swirls to give it the most pigment. Then once you're done putting on that shade, you're going to go back into the same palette and you're going to take your Morphe M504 brush, which just looks like this. Then once you're done applying that bright orange into your crease, you're going to want to go back into the 35O palette, and I'm going to go into the 4th row from the top, and it's going to be the 4th shade, so this one right here before the shimmer starts. And I'm taking my Morphe M411 brush, and it just looks like this. And you want to mainly focus this on the outer corner, so kind of like a C, or like kind of a V shape, I would say. Then once you're done setting the brown into your crease area, you're going to want to take your Urban Decay Electric palette. This is the only shade I'm going to be using in this palette. You don't have to use this palette. You're more than welcome to use anything else. But I really like the orange in here, so this is what it looks like. And it's going to be this shade right here. called Slow Burn. And I'm going to be taking my Morphe E32 brush and I'm going to be dipping it in. It's going to be for the middle part of your lid. So I'm going to set it here in the center. I'm mostly trying to stay in the orange range, so I didn't think I was going to need more than the 35O palette, but whatever you have and whatever works for you is fine. I actually decided to go into the Jaclyn Hill palette, which actually Morphe no longer carries, but I took this orange shade here and I applied it in the inner corner. I felt like that was the only orange that I had that kind of worked for that. And in the middle, I still stayed with the electric palette, Slow Burn. But like I said, you can stay in the 35O palette if you'd like. Having different brushes is good, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have them. I guess it just also depends on your skills. So the reason why I'm saying that is because now I'm going to go back into my Morphe E17 brush, which looks like this. And I'm going to be taking another dark brown shade and buffing it in a little bit further into the crease area. For that, I am going back into the 35O palette, and it's going to be the last row from the left side. Well, I guess if you're looking from the palette, oh wait, it's still left. Never mind. It's going to be the third shade here, which is, I believe, the darkest shade in this palette. And I'm going to be buffing it into the crease again. So for now, we are done with the eyes. So I'm going to move on to the eyebrows. And I'm going to be taking my Dip Brow Pomade in BlackNBrown by Colorpop and my e.l.f. eyebrow pencil, which just has a pointy tip like this and a spoolie on the other side. So I went ahead and did my eyebrows off camera. Let me know if you guys want to see a tutorial on it. It just takes a lot of time, so I didn't want to squeeze it into this video because it's mostly about the eyes. But anyways, next we're going to move on to foundation. And I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Cover Foundation in the shade Nude Beige. And I'm also going to be mixing it with my Makeupforever HD Ultra Foundation. This is too dark for me right now, but this is my color in the summer, so that's why I still have it. If I just mix these two together, then it makes my perfect shade. I also like to have my face looking like very dewy and glowy, so I actually found this Hard Candy Illuminate and Strobing Mix-In Drops, and it's in white pearl. It looks like really intimidating when you get it because it's like white and it looks like really, not glittery, but like shiny. But I promise that if you have dry skin and you mix this into your foundation, you just look like so like glowy. You're gonna want to take your beauty blender. It's dirty right now, but girls, don't forget to wet this because some people like to use this dry, but you don't get the best coverage with it. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna wet my beauty blender. I go into my foundation. I like to take my primer, and this is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. This is a sample that I got, so I'm still using it, but I really do like it a lot. It gives you like a, I wouldn't really say tacky feeling, but it just really helps your foundation stick. By putting it on the back of my hand, and I'm gonna dab it onto my fingers, and I'm gonna work it into the skin. Not to mention, this thing smells amazing. It's infused with coconut water, probiotic based, and skin revivers. Yes, skin revivers, and it is silicone free. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender now and mix the drops I have here. Then once I'm all done with my foundation, I'm gonna go on to concealing. And I'm actually going to be taking two different concealers. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. Wow, this is a mouthful. And then I'm going to be going into the Maybelline Fit Me. This is dark, But as far as I've noticed, when I put about 2 or 3 drops underneath my eye first and then I go over with this, it really helps take away my dark circles. I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me, but I seem to notice that. So yeah, I'm going to start by using the dark one first. And this is in the shade Cafe, which is the number 30. And I'm going to start by applying 2 dots underneath each eye. Buff that out first. Then next I'm going to go into the HD concealer and really highlight my T-zone and my under eyes. And this is in the shade Beige in the number 04. Then I'm just going to go back into my beauty blender and blend all of this out. Once you're all done blending out your concealer, you're going to want to set it. So I'm going to be using my RCMA powder to set my concealer with my beauty blender. Once you're done setting your powder, you want to let it bake for about, I would say, a minute or 2. I personally don't really like to bake that long, but meanwhile it bakes, I'm going to do my eyeliner, and I'm going to do it off camera, so I'll be right back. So I went ahead and did my eyeliner off camera, as you can tell. So now I'm going to start again with the powder, and I'm going to be taking my Morphe M510 brush, which looks like this. And I'm going to be dusting off all the excess powder. So once you're done dusting off all the excess powder, I'm going to go into the e.l.f. contour palette, which is this palette that I've been using as my mirror the whole time. And I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. powder blurring brush, which looks like this. And that's what I'm going to be using to bronze up and contour my face. I'm going to be taking this shade here, which is the lighter brown, to bronze my face up. Then I'm going to be going to my Milani Luminoso blush with the e.l.f. Just kidding, the Wet n Wild brush. These don't have any numbers, but this is what it looks like. And they're very inexpensive. I think I paid like $2.99 for this brush. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be applying on the apples of my cheeks. Then once I'm done applying the blush to the cheeks, I'm going to be taking my Morphe fan brush, which is the M310 brush. And it looks like this. And then I'm going to be spraying the rose water spray once again, so I could give some wetness into the highlight when I apply it, if that kind of makes sense. I'm going to be going in with Laura Geller first in Gilded Honey. Next I'm going to go into the Champagne Balm Loose Powder Highlight, and this is by SAUCEBOX Cosmetics. Do you see that highlight though? Then once you're all done, and I'm going to be using the Flutter lashes in Intoxicating, and they look like this. This isn't the package they come in, but I have so many lashes I can't ever remember to put them in the box they belong to. But yeah, these are it, and I'm going to apply them off camera. And as you can tell, not only are my lashes on, but I also smoked out my bottom lash line, and I also already did my lipstick, but I did take it off so I can show you guys and reapply it. I'm also in different clothing because earlier I was filming and my camera died. So meanwhile I was charging, I actually had to go to work, so I'm back, and well, yeah. But pretty much this is the completed look. The only thing I'm going to do is add the lipstick now. So the lipstick I'm going to be using is by Lime Crime, and it's in the color Squash. And I'm also going to be using another one by Give Me Glow, and it's in the color Chucky Doll. This was actually not on their website anymore. They discontinued this, but I'm going to be mixing them both so I could get like a orangey red tone, if that makes sense. Kind of close to my eye color. So this is Squash applied by itself, which is clearly just like a nice orangey, like a pumpkin orange. And then next I'm going to go with the Chucky Doll, and I'm going to just put it on the outer parts of my lips, and with my finger I'm going to end up blending it out, and I'll show you guys the results. And just in case you guys are not sure what I mean by the outer edges, this is what I mean. And then I'm going to be taking my finger and I'm going to be dabbing it in together. Well, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.